Morning on Teamwork Tuesday today, and we're going to talk about story time with Doug. And today is the tale of two brothers. See, one day there was this wise father, the patriarch, the guy who's been through it all, and his two sons, and they were hanging out, but they were fighting. And all of a sudden, they started really getting at each other. And the father noticed that this was not necessarily a healthy situation, that they were losing connection, they were losing their bond. And he knew that moving forward, the future would be challenged at best if they were to continue this relationship. So we pulled them aside because they wanted it to be. They wanted to be right, right? They're and going to dad like, Dad, I'm right. Tell him like who's right, who's wrong, and so forth. And this father was a bit like Solomon. And what he said, we said, boys, what I'd like you to do is go out and grab as many sticks and twigs as you can find right now. So they did. They went and grabbed a bunch of sticks and twigs. They got them all together. And so he assembled this bit of sticks, all these sticks, and he bundled them up together. And then he said, okay, each of you try and break this bundle of sticks. And try as they might, they sat there and they tried to break them, and they worked really hard, and they even worked together, believe it or not, to bust these sticks. And they couldn't do it. So then finally the father said, okay, come here, undo the twine and take each stick one by one and see how easy it is to break them. And of course, when you know where this is going. They were easily able to break each of these sticks. They broke them effortlessly. Crack, 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 crack. So the father said to the boys, he said, boys, my children, when you work together, when you stand together, you are unbreakable. It doesn't matter what the external forces have on you. Try as they might. If you are together, you are strong. Divided, you will easily be broken. Now, this is true in not just nature and sticks. This is also true in how we approach our families, how we approach our businesses, how we approach our lives. Team is vital. The more we work together as a team, the stronger we are together, the harder it is for us to be broken. And sadly, there are people, there are environments that like to triangulate, that like to pit people against each other. And maybe we're seeing this on a grand scale, but notice sometimes this happens even in our family dynamic. Sometimes this happens even in our friends. We know that maybe if we can get one person talking about the other person, that then we're not going to have to worry about ourselves. In other words, we sometimes like to kick the bee's nest in someone else's yard so that we don't have to deal with it. Now, no one has ever lashed out at somebody because they didn't want to deal with the truth that maybe they could have a different perspective, different opinion. They like to hold on to what their opinion is and think the worst of the other person and say, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm going to excommunicate you. No longer will I have you in my life. And that happens. And the sad truth is there are consequences to all of these decisions. Together we stand. Divided, we fall. Now more than ever, we have to think about the tale of two brothers, two sisters, a brother and a sister. Think in terms of how we can unite, how we can support, how we can believe the best in each other, and align energetically on that. We can differ on process. We could differ on the hows, but if we're crystal clear on the whys, on what's most important, we'll figure out a way. But we've got to be together. And that is the story of the tale of two brothers or two sisters, or just happened to be brothers because I have a brother. So it worked out well that way. But with that being said, I love you for who you are and who you aren't. Be blessed, be amazing, be yourself, and honor others' selves, if you will. All right, we'll see you soon. God bless.